Interview preparation step by step, web designer interview questions and answers. Top 100 commonly asked questions and answers. Question 1. What is HTML? Answer. HTML, hypertext markup language, is the standard language for creating web pages. It provides structure using elements like headings, paragraphs, and links. Question 2. What are HTML tags? Answer. HTML tags are used to define elements in a web page. Examples include less than p greater than for paragraphs, less than a greater than for links, and less than img greater than for images. Question 3. What is the difference between HTML and HTML5? Answer. HTML5 is the latest version, introducing new elements like less than article greater than, less than section greater than, audio, video, and improved support for modern browsers. Question 4. What is CSS? Answer. CSS, cascading style sheets, is used to style HTML elements by defining colors, fonts, layouts, and responsiveness. Question 5. What are the types of CSS? Answer. There are 3 types: inline CSS, internal CSS, and external CSS. External CSS is the best practice for maintainability. Question 6. What is the difference between relative and absolute positioning in CSS? Answer. Relative positioning moves elements relative to their normal position, while absolute positioning places elements relative to the nearest positioned ancestor. Question 7. What is Photoshop? Answer. Adobe Photoshop is a graphic editing tool used for image manipulation, UI, UX design, and web graphics. Question 8. What are layers in Photoshop? Answer. Layers allow users to edit different parts of an image separately, making complex designs easier to manage. Question 9. What is Bootstrap? Answer. Bootstrap is a CSS framework that helps developers create responsive, mobile-first websites using predefined classes and grid systems. Question 10. What is the Bootstrap grid system? Answer. The Bootstrap grid system uses a 12-column layout to create responsive web designs that adjust to different screen sizes. Question 11. What is the difference between classes and IDs in CSS? Answer. Classes can be used multiple times, while IDs, hash, are unique and should be used for a single element per page. Question 12. What is a pseudo-class in CSS? Answer. A pseudo-class defines a special state of an element, like hover, focus, and north-child. Question 13. What is the difference between m, rem, px, and % in CSS? Answer. Px is fixed, m is relative to parent, rem is relative to root, and % is based on the containing element. Question 14. What is the difference between Flexbox and Grid in CSS? Answer. Flexbox is for one-dimensional layouts, row, column, while Grid is for two-dimensional layouts, rows and columns. Question 15. What is media query in CSS? Answer. Media queries allow responsive design by applying styles based on screen size, resolution, or device type. Question 16. What is Z-index in CSS? Answer. Z-index controls the stacking order of overlapping elements. Higher values appear above lower ones. Question 17. What is a favicon? Answer. A favicon is a small icon displayed in the browser tab, typically set using a less than link rel equals icon href equals favicon.ico greater than tag. Question 18. What is the difference between absolute, relative, fixed, and sticky positioning? Answer. Absolute is positioned relative to the nearest ancestor, fixed stays in place, sticky moves based on scroll, and relative adjusts within its normal flow. Question 19. What is the box model in CSS? Answer. The box model consists of content, padding, border, and margin, defining how elements are spaced and sized. Question 20. What is opacity in CSS? Answer. Opacity controls the transparency of an element, with values from 0, fully transparent, to 1, fully visible. Question 21. What is a responsive web design? Answer. Responsive design ensures a web page adjusts properly on different screen sizes using flexible layouts and media queries. Question 22. What is an HTML semantic element? Answer. Semantic elements like less than article greater than, less than section greater than, less than header greater than, and less than footer greater than improve code readability and SEO. Question 23. What are pseudo-elements in CSS? Answer. Pseudo-elements style parts of elements, like before and after, to insert content before or after an element. Question 24. What is alt text in images? Answer. Alt text provides a textual description of an image, improving accessibility and SEO. Question 25. What is the difference between JPEG, PNG, and SVG? Answer. JPEG is compressed, PNG supports transparency, and SVG is scalable and based on vectors. Question 26. What is a gradient in CSS? Answer. A gradient is a smooth transition between colors using linear gradient or radial gradient properties. Question 27. What is a sprite in web design? Answer. A sprite is a single image containing multiple graphics, used to reduce HTTP requests and improve performance. Question 28. What is the difference between local and Google fonts? Answer. Local fonts are stored on your server, while Google fonts are hosted externally and loaded via a URL. Question 29. What are Bootstrap breakpoints? Answer. Bootstrap breakpoints are predefined screen widths, XS, SM, MD, LG, XL, used for responsive design. Question 30. What is a modal in Bootstrap? Answer. A modal is a pop-up window that overlays the page, often used for dialogues, forms, or alerts. Question 31. What is the difference between relative and absolute URLs? Answer. Relative URLs depend on the current page location, while absolute URLs include the full path, e.g., https://example.com/page.html. Question 32. What is an iframe in HTML? Answer. Unless an iframe greater than embeds another web page inside a current page, often used for videos, maps, or widgets. Question 33. What is the difference between max width and min width in CSS? Answer. Max width sets the maximum element width, min width sets the minimum width, useful for responsive design. Question 34. What is parallax scrolling? Answer. Parallax scrolling is a web effect where background images move slower than foreground elements to create depth. Question 35. What is lazy loading in web design? Answer. Lazy loading delays loading images or content until they are needed, improving page speed. Question 36. What are hover effects in CSS? Answer. Hover effects change an element's style when a user hovers over it, using the hover pseudo class. Question 37. What is the difference between block and inline elements? Answer. Block elements, div, p, take full width. Inline elements, span, only take as much space as needed. Question 38. What is the difference between less than strong greater than and less than b greater than in HTML? Answer. Less than strong greater than indicates importance, semantic, while less than b greater than simply makes text bold, non-semantic. Question 39. What is a viewport meta tag? Answer. The viewport tag less than meta name equals viewport, content equals width equals device width, initial scale equals 1.0, greater than ensures responsive rendering on mobile devices. Question 40. What is float in CSS? Answer. The float property positions elements to the left or right, allowing text or content to flow around them. Question 41. What is Flexbox? Answer. Flexbox is a CSS layout model that arranges items efficiently in a row or column, allowing alignment, spacing, and responsiveness. Question 42. What is the difference between fixed and fluid layouts? Answer. Fixed layouts have a set width, while fluid layouts use percentages for a flexible, responsive design. Question 43. What is a call to action, CTA, in web design? Answer. A CTA is a button or link encouraging users to take action, like sign up or buy now. Question 44. What is a hero section on a website? Answer. The hero section is a prominent banner area with a headline, background image, and CTA, usually at the top of a page. Question 45. What is wireframing in web design? Answer. Wireframing is the process of creating a basic layout for a web page before adding design elements. Question 46. What are breadcrumbs in web design? Answer. Breadcrumbs are navigation elements showing the user's path on a website, improving usability. Question 47. What is Bootstrap container? Answer. The Bootstrap container class, container or container fluid, helps structure layouts with predefined width settings. Question 48. What is the difference between px and % in width? Answer. Px sets a fixed width, while % makes elements adapt to the parent container size. Question 49. What is a CSS transition? Answer. A CSS transition smoothly animates changes to properties like color, opacity, or size over time. Question 50. What is a CSS animation? Answer. CSS animations allow keyframe-based motion effects, making elements change properties over time. Question 51. What is the difference between transitions and animations in CSS? Answer. Transitions change properties over time when triggered, while animations use keyframes for continuous motion. Question 52. What is a sticky header in web design? Answer. A sticky header stays fixed at the top of the page while scrolling, using position, sticky in CSS. Question 53. What is hover state in web design? Answer. The hover state is when a user moves the cursor over an element, triggering visual changes using hover. Question 54. What are Bootstrap columns? Answer. Bootstrap columns divide a row into sections, using a 12-column grid for flexible layouts. Question 55. What is the purpose of less than no script greater than in HTML? Answer. Less than no script greater than provides alternative content when JavaScript is disabled in the browser. Question 56. What are breadcrumbs in web design? Answer. Breadcrumbs show the user's navigation path, improving usability and SEO. Question 57. What is a sticky footer in CSS? Answer. A sticky footer stays at the bottom of the viewport if content is short, using Flexbox or position properties. Question 58. What is a dropdown in Bootstrap? Answer. A dropdown is a toggleable menu that displays a list of links when clicked. Question 59. What is the difference between visibility, hidden and display? None. Answer. Visibility. Hidden hides an element but keeps space, while display, none removes it from layout. Question 60. What is a wireframe in UI/UX design? Answer. A wireframe is a blueprint or sketch outlining the structure and layout of a web page before design. Question 61. What is a lightbox in web design? Answer. A lightbox is an overlay window that displays images or content while dimming the background. Question 62. What are SVG images? Answer. SVG, scalable vector graphics, images are XML-based, resolution-independent, and ideal for web graphics. Question 63. What is the difference between serif and sans serif fonts? Answer. Serif fonts have small decorative strokes, while sans serif fonts have clean edges. Question 64. What is the difference between UX and UI design? Answer. UX, user experience, focuses on usability and interaction, while UI, user interface, focuses on visual design. Question 65. What is A/B testing in web design? Answer. A/B testing compares two web page versions to determine which performs better with users. Question 66. What is lazy loading in images? Answer. Lazy loading delays image loading until needed, improving page speed and performance. Question 67. What is a hero image in web design? Answer. A hero image is a large banner image, often with text and a call to action, at the top of a web page. Question 68. What are Bootstrap utility classes? Answer. Utility classes are predefined styles like text center, deflex, or M3 for quick styling. Question 69. What is the purpose of the less than meta char set equals UTF-8 greater than tag? Answer. It ensures proper character encoding, supporting special symbols and international text. Question 70. What is the difference between padding and margin? Answer. Padding is space inside an element's border. Margin is space outside, separating it from other elements. Question 71. What is parallax scrolling? Answer. Parallax scrolling creates a 3D effect by making background images move slower than foreground elements. Question 72. What is Z-index in CSS? Answer. Z-index controls the stack order of elements. Higher values appear on top of lower ones. Question 73. What are breakpoints in responsive design? Answer. Breakpoints are screen widths where CSS rules change to adapt layouts to different devices. Question 74. What is cross-browser compatibility? Answer. Ensuring a website functions and looks the same across different browsers like Chrome, Firefox, and Safari. Question 75. What is minification in web development? Answer. Minification removes unnecessary characters from CSS, JavaScript, and HTML to reduce file size and improve performance. Question 76. What is the difference between a grid and Flexbox? Answer. Flexbox is for one-dimensional layouts, row, column, while grid is for two-dimensional layouts, rows and columns. Question 77. What is an aspect ratio in images? Answer. The aspect ratio is the width-to-height ratio of an image, ensuring proper scaling. Question 78. What is the difference between progressive and responsive web design? Answer. Progressive design adds features based on device capabilities. Responsive design adjusts layouts for different screen sizes. Question 79. What is the difference between inline and block elements? Answer. Inline elements take only as much width as needed. Block elements take full width. Question 80. What is the purpose of ARIA in web accessibility? Answer. ARIA, Accessible Rich Internet Applications, improves accessibility for users with disabilities. Question 81. What is the difference between position, absolute and fixed? Answer. Absolute is positioned relative to the nearest ancestor. Fixed stays in place regardless of scrolling. Question 82. What are keyframes in CSS animations? Answer. Keyframes define the stages of an animation, setting styles at different points in time. Question 83. What is a viewport in web design? Answer. The viewport is the visible area of a web page on a device's screen. Question 84. What is the difference between JPEG and PNG? Answer. JPEG is compressed with lower quality. PNG supports transparency and higher quality. Question 85. What is a slider in web design? Answer. A slider is a rotating image or content display, often used for banners or carousels. Question 86. What is a sticky element in CSS? Answer. A sticky element toggles between relative and fixed positioning based on scroll position. Question 87. What is a mobile-first design approach? Answer. Designing a website starting with mobile layouts and scaling up for larger screens. Question 88. What is the difference between M and REM in CSS? Answer. M is relative to the parent element. REM is relative to the root element. Question 89. What is a CSS preprocessor? Answer. A preprocessor like Sass or Less extends CSS with variables, mixins, and nesting. Question 90. What is the role of JavaScript in web design? Answer: JavaScript adds interactivity, animations, and dynamic content to web pages. Question 91. What is the difference between CSS Grid and Bootstrap Grid? Answer: CSS Grid is native to CSS for two-dimensional layouts, while Bootstrap Grid is a framework using Flexbox-based columns. Question 92. What is a CSS pseudo-element? Answer: a pseudo-element allows styling a specific part of an element, like before and after. Question 93. What is a viewport meta tag in HTML? Answer: the viewport meta tag controls how a web page scales on mobile devices for responsive design. Question 94. What is the difference between alt and title attributes in HTML? Answer: the alt attribute provides image descriptions for accessibility. Title shows tooltips on hover. Question 95. What is a favicon? Answer: a favicon is a small icon displayed in the browser tab, typically a 16 by 16 or 32 by 32 image. Question 96. What is the difference between absolute and relative URLs? Answer: absolute URLs include the full website address. Relative URLs link to files within the same domain. Question 97. What is a media query in CSS? Answer: a media query applies CSS styles based on screen size, resolution, or device type for responsiveness. Question 98. What is the difference between progressive JPEG and standard JPEG? Answer: progressive JPEG loads in stages with increasing clarity, while standard JPEG loads from top to bottom. Question 99. What is white space in web design? Answer: white space, negative space, is empty space between elements, improving readability and design clarity. Question 100. What are the best practices for web design accessibility? Answer: use semantic HTML, alt text, ARIA roles, high contrast, and keyboard-friendly navigation for accessibility. Thank you for watching. You've completed 100 web design interview questions and answers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.